The screech of tires, the shattering of glass, silence. Then the throbbing pain. That's how quickly my life changed. One moment I was driving, lost in thought. The next I was trapped in my mangled car, struggling to breathe. The accident wasn't my fault, but the impact went far deeper than broken bones. It shattered my sense of self, leaving me lost and broken. The physical injuries healed, but the emotional ones festered. They lingered like shadows, creeping into every corner of my mind, refusing to be ignored. Each day I felt the weight of my unspoken pain, a silent burden that grew heavier with each passing moment. I was haunted by nightmares, consumed by fear. The nights were long and restless, filled with images that jolted me awake, leaving me drenched in sweat and gasping for breath. The fear was relentless, a constant companion that followed me into the daylight hours. I withdrew from life, hiding from the world and myself. Isolation became my refuge, a place where I could escape the prying eyes and concerned questions of those around me. I felt like a ghost, drifting through my days without purpose or direction. It was easier to pretend I wasn't hurting than to face the pain. I wore a mask of normalcy, forcing smiles and laughter, but inside I was crumbling. The facade was exhausting, but it felt safer than confronting the raw, unfiltered emotions that lay beneath. But ignoring the pain only made it worse. The more I tried to suppress it, the more it demanded to be felt. It seeped into every aspect of my life, affecting my relationships, my work, and my sense of self. I was trapped in a cycle of avoidance and suffering. It became a heavy weight, dragging me down. Each step felt like a monumental effort, each day a battle to simply get through. The weight of my unaddressed pain was suffocating, leaving me feeling defeated and hopeless. I knew I couldn't keep running. The realization hit me like a tidal wave, washing over me with a clarity I couldn't ignore. I was at a crossroads, faced with a choice: continue down the path of avoidance or muster the courage to confront my pain head-on. Facing the pain was terrifying. The thought of delving into the depths of my wounds, of feeling the full extent of my emotions, was paralyzing. But I knew that if I didn't face it, I would never find peace. The fear of the unknown was daunting, but the fear of remaining stuck was even greater. It meant acknowledging the depth of my wounds, the rawness of my emotions. It meant being vulnerable, opening up to the possibility of healing. I sought help, reaching out to a therapist who could guide me through the process. It was a difficult step, but a necessary one. But I realized that healing couldn't begin until I did. The journey was long and arduous, filled with moments of doubt and setbacks. But with each step, I felt a little lighter, a little more hopeful. I began to see glimpses of a future where the pain no longer defined me, where I could find joy and peace once again. Acknowledging the pain was just the first step. I had to learn to accept it, accept the accident, accept my fear, accept my scars. This was the hardest part. I didn't like the person I saw in the mirror. I was filled with self-doubt and shame. Slowly I began to understand that my scars told a story. They were a testament to my resilience, my ability to survive. I learned to embrace them, to see them not as flaws, but as reminders of how far I had come. For a long time I kept my pain hidden. I was afraid of appearing weak, of being judged, but carrying the burden alone was suffocating. I needed to share my story. Opening up to others was terrifying, but also liberating. It allowed me to connect with others who understood, who had walked a similar path. Vulnerability wasn't weakness, I discovered. It was courage. It was the key to unlocking true connection and healing. The accident, well, it was a turning point. It was a moment that shattered my world and forced me to reevaluate everything I thought I knew about myself and my life. The physical pain was immense, but it was the emotional and psychological impact that truly left a mark. I found myself in a hospital bed, surrounded by the sterile smell of antiseptic and the constant beeping of machines, feeling more alone than I had ever felt before. It forced me to confront my past, to acknowledge the pain I had been carrying for years. Memories of old wounds, long-buried regrets, and unresolved conflicts came flooding back. I had spent so much time running from these memories, trying to bury them under layers of busyness and distraction, but now, there was no escaping them. I had to face them head-on. I realized that I had been clinging to old hurts, letting them define me. Every grudge, every slight, every moment of pain had become a part of my identity. I was holding on to them as if they were precious treasures, but in reality, they were chains that were holding me back. I had to learn to let go, to release my grip on the past and allow myself to heal. But I couldn't move forward while holding on to the past. It was like trying to walk with a heavy weight tied to my ankles. Every step was a struggle and I was constantly being pulled back. I had to make a conscious decision to let go, to stop looking back and start focusing on the path ahead. It wasn't easy, but it was necessary. Letting go was a process, not an event. It wasn't something that happened overnight. It took time, patience, and a lot of inner work. I had to learn to be gentle with myself, to forgive myself for the mistakes I had made and the pain I had caused. I had to learn to be present in the moment, to focus on the here and now rather than dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. It was a daily choice to release the anger, the resentment, the guilt. Every morning I had to remind myself to let go, to start fresh. I began to incorporate mindfulness practices into my daily routine, taking time each day to meditate, to breathe deeply, and to write in my journal. These practices helped me to stay grounded, to stay focused on my journey of healing and growth. The resentment, the guilt. I had to learn to forgive those who had hurt me, and more importantly, to forgive myself. I had to let go of the need for revenge, the need to hold on to grudges. I had to learn to release my anger in healthy ways, to express my emotions without letting them control me. It was a process of unlearning old habits and creating new, healthier ones. It was about freeing myself from the shackles of the past and embracing the possibility of a brighter future. It was about learning to trust again, to open my heart to new experiences and new people. It was about finding the courage to dream again, to believe that I deserved happiness and peace. Letting go of the past was one of the hardest things I have ever done, but it was also one of the most rewarding. It allowed me to rediscover myself, to find a sense of inner peace and joy that I had thought was lost forever. And in the end, it was worth every moment of struggle and pain. Forgiving myself was the hardest part of my journey. I had blamed myself for the accident, for the pain it caused, but I realized that holding on to guilt was only hurting me. I had to learn to forgive myself for my mistakes, for my perceived failures. Forgiving myself wasn't about condoning my actions, it was about releasing myself from the prison of self-judgment and allowing myself to heal. For a long time, joy felt like a distant memory. I had forgotten what it felt like to truly laugh, to feel alive. But as I healed, I began to rediscover the simple joys in life. The warmth of the sun on my skin, the laughter of a child, the beauty of a sunset. Joy wasn't something I had to search for. It was all around me, waiting to be discovered. The accident had shattered my life, but it had also given me a new perspective. I realized that life is precious, and I was determined to live it with purpose. I wanted to use my experience to help others, to show them that healing is possible, even from the deepest wounds. I found my purpose in sharing my story, in offering hope to others who were struggling. A message of hope. In this part we delve into the essence of hope, a beacon that guides us through the darkest of times. My journey from broken to whole has been long and arduous. Each step felt like a battle, each moment a test of my resilience. It has been a journey of pain, of courage, of self-discovery. I faced my fears, confronted my doubts, and learned to embrace my true self. But it has also been a journey of hope. Hope that kept me moving forward, even when the path seemed insurmountable. It has taught me that even in the darkest moments there is always light, a flicker of hope that can illuminate the way. There is always hope for healing, for growth, for transformation. Just as a seed grows into a plant, we too can evolve and flourish. If you are struggling, please know that you are not alone. There is help available. We are all connected in our shared experiences. Reach out to a friend, a family member, a therapist. Sometimes a simple conversation can be the first step towards healing. There is strength in asking for help, in acknowledging that we cannot do it all on our own, in allowing others to support you on your journey. Together we can overcome the obstacles that seem too great to face alone. You are worthy of love, of compassion, and of understanding. Embrace your worth and let it guide you, of healing, of joy. These are not just distant dreams, but attainable realities. Believe in your capacity to find happiness. Never give up on yourself. The journey may be tough, but the destination is worth every step. Keep moving forward with hope as your guide. Document your progress, celebrate your victories no matter how small. Each milestone is a testament to your strength and perseverance. Surround yourself with positivity, with words and images that uplift your spirit. Let them be a constant reminder of the hope that resides within you. Engage in activities that nourish your soul. Whether it's yoga, meditation, or simply spending time in nature, find what brings you peace. Take care of your body, for it is the vessel that carries you through this journey. Nourish it, with healthy food, rest, and exercise. Cherish the moments of joy, the laughter shared with loved ones. These are the moments that remind us of the beauty of life. Look to the stars and remember that you are part of something greater. The universe is vast and so is the potential within you. Nurture your dreams no matter how small they may seem. With time and care they will grow and blossom. Stand tall, face the horizon with confidence. The future is filled with endless possibilities waiting for you to explore. Release your fears, let go of the doubts that hold you back. Embrace the freedom that comes with hope. Sometimes a simple message of hope can change everything. Be that message for someone else and let others be that message for you. Plant the seeds of hope and watch them grow. Your actions, no matter how small, can make a difference. Embrace the storms, for they too are part of the journey. They cleanse, they renew, and they bring forth new growth. Leave your footprints, make your mark. Your journey is unique and it is yours to cherish. Hold on to hope, let it be the light that guides you. In every moment, in every breath, let hope be your constant companion. You are capable of incredible things. Believe in yourself and let hope lead the way. The journey continues, and with hope, every step is a step towards a brighter future. Keep moving forward with hope in your heart.